The Norwegian Cruise Line app is your indispensable tool for cruise planning, embarkation, managing your onboard experience, and booking shore excursions. In this video, we'll walk you through the app so you can seamlessly enjoy your cruise.
Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're cruising a good time. Today we're going to walk right through the entire NCL Cruise Line app and give you all the functionality you need to have a really fun cruise. Stick around to the end of the video and we're going to give you critical information that you must do before you arrive at the port to ensure you have a quick and streamlined embarkation.
We publish videos about once a week. We've done a whole series on that brand new beautiful Luna ship, anything from ship's tours to opinions on it. So please consider subscribing so you can keep on top of that, as well as the wonderful places that we visit. Let's get started with that video.
At the bottom here are several different options you can look at. Let's look at the Free at Sea Plus because they're inviting you to upgrade for that. And you click on the Learn More. It gives you all the details of Free at Sea.
We had quite a bit of marital discussion, and then we decided to go with the Free at Sea Plus.
We can also look at like the specialty dining. Let's see if we can't make some dining reservations. First thing we looked at was Hudson's. That's the main dining room. There's no reservations available for that restaurant. No surprise there because they usually don't take it. Cagney's is a specialty steakhouse. No reservations there as well. We talked to an NCL rep on the phone, and she told us that they only give out about 10 to 20% of the reservations before sailing date, so the rest of them are taken on sailing day. So if you can't get your reservation before you sail, you can always do it on board, and we're going to show you how to do that once you're on board. So let's look at what the app looks 7 days before you sail. And it looks pretty much the same as what it did before. Let's click on dining, and we'll see if we make any dining reservations here. So we'll go down to Cagney Steakhouse. And no, we still cannot make any dining reservations in advance, so we're going to have to wait till we get on board with that. We come all the way back out to the home page, and we can look at some other stuff on this page here, namely the e-doc, what you get your e-documents such as your boarding pass and your luggage tags.
So one of the neat things it has is that NCL gives you information on a packing list. Now, I already have on my own packing list, but this could be a great little reminder on things to bring for those that this is their first time cruise. And by the way, we have a couple of packing list videos that you may find useful.
All the information you need for travel documents such as passports or birth certificates, whatever you need. And that's kind of handy to have right there. Come back here, we can look at our cruise itinerary. It shows you the itinerary for the cruise. And if you bought any shore excursions at this point, they'd be showing up right there as well. Click on the ship, and it gives you everything that's available on board the ship. We've been through some of this stuff already. And then the entertainment, you can click on entertainment. This shows you all the shows that are available, but not necessarily the ones that will be on board. We found they did just a fraction of these while we're on board. If you click on one, you can get the description of what it's all about. You can look at the photo packages from right here. You can pre-buy any type of photo package you may want. And the same with the spa and thermal suite. You can pre-buy any packages you want right there in the app. You go to the onshore, it'll show you shore excursions right here. Here's Grand Stirrup Cay. And then you can explore the map. I thought this was kind of handy that you could have a map ready to go when you get off the ship. Go find where you want to hang out on the beach. And you can do it by island. So if you look at the next port of Nassau, this is all the open shore excursions you may have right there. Go back a page, and we're back here. We look at the plan on the ship. This is all the plans we have made out, and now we show up that shore excursion where we had bought a shore excursion. This part right here, we talk about how to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. This happens once you get on board. So as soon as you get on board, you attach to the NCL Wi-Fi, and it'll bring you to this page right here to connect now. You click to connect now, open up the page in your browser, and you fill out this information about your name and date of birth and all that. The streaming voyage package is included at the Free at Sea Plus. They also show us the Free at Sea regular one, or it invites us to upgrade to the voyage pass for an extra $30 a day. We'll just do what we've already paid for, and with that, ask how many devices. One thing I did discover is that NCL will allow you to take that network binding off your phone, and I was able to assign it to my laptops a couple times during the cruise and then go back to the phone without any problems whatsoever. We say redeem, and then it'll go to the next page. It says you have to accept their terms and conditions, no problem. It binds to the network, and then you're ready to start browsing right away. Once you're on board, you can make your dining reservations that you hadn't been able to make before you got on board the ship. You do that by clicking on our ship at the bottom, and you do the dining right there. That brings up the list of the restaurants. We want to look at La Bistro, so we click on that. We see availability. We pick the date we want, the number of guests, the time. In this case, we click to book now. And in this case, we actually got an error on this because we think it was a startup error on the ship.
And the line that you see down below is the line for people to make reservations for specialty dining. The app is not working once we're on board the ship. We're not sure why. We met some other cruisers who've had success on other ships. So maybe it's a startup issue.
Now let's look at the entertainment. It has all the shows right here. We want to see if we can't get the Lunatic show because it's by reservation only, and it was not available, so we weren't able to pick that. And in fact, on this particular cruise, none of these shows required a reservation. It's our understanding that occasionally NCL will require reservations for their shows, so keep an eye on that. While we're on board, we did a speed test on the ship. They used Starlink, and it was very fast. We had about 30 down and 16 up. So I was quite satisfied with the speed of the internet on board. I was able to upload some videos without any problem. The other thing we can do while we're on board the ship is to look at our freestyle newsletter. And in this case, it brings up this page. You can look at, like, for instance, today's highlights. It gives you all the highlights of the day, all the important stuff kind of going on. You can also look at an itemized agenda. You can look at the plan, going back, you can look at the plan. I thought this was interesting as it shows everything you've done since you've been on board the ship. So if you ate at the main restaurant, it'll show you when you ate at the main restaurant or you're at the local bar. We go back to the ship. You can also see the deck plans from right here. That was quite handy. What we're going to show you here is how to do the online check-in. Online check-in opens up 21 days in advance. You can see right here we have a 20-day marker on it. You click on the online check-in at the bottom. That brings you up to a page right here which has a whole checklist of stuff that you need to complete. You can see it starts with personal information and has contact information, proof of citizenship. I have green marks on all those. I've completed all of that. We'll start with the vacation add-on and continue through the rest of it. How it works is just very similar. When you get to the vacation add-on, it invites you to buy some trip cancellation insurance or to pay for the priority boarding or to even upgrade on your Wi-Fi. They're always willing to sell you a few extra packages. Once you complete that, it'll take you to the credit card. You fill out the credit card information, and once that is complete, it'll take you down here to a security photo. You just do a selfie. You upload that selfie right there in the app. Then it takes you to how you do the boarding time. You select your boarding time. We select the earliest one available at 11 a.m. for us. You agree to follow the safety and health rules. Then it shows you the safety video. You can watch that on your phone right there before you even get on board the ship. Once that wraps up, you click a little acknowledgement that you've watched the video and you'll abide by all the rules. Save and continue. And then you get back to this screen here where you have check marks all the way down. At this point, you're fully checked in and you'll go right on board the ship very quickly. When Becky and I did this, they didn't even look at our boarding pass. Everything was tied to our passport and we went on very quickly.
Yeah, it took them about 9 minutes for us to get in line, give our bags, them check us out, and us go into the area that you're allowed to board the ship. And then it was like another 8 minutes to get on board the ship once they let us loose.
The app really helped us have such a quick onboarding process, and we're hoping it's as useful to you as it was for us.
If you like video, please give us a like and consider subscribing right now. We're about ready to pivot over to the British Islands and into Norway. There's a lot of future videos coming out with that, and we have the whole Luna series already on the playlist. So you don't want to miss any of that critical information. Subscribe right now so you don't miss any.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.